Soul name Sha'Nirah Elu'Thara, pronunciation Sha'Nirah Elu'Thara, meaning Hari. The guiding flame of truthful waters, her soul name carries the essence of the sacred river keeper, one who guards purity not through force, but by anchoring luminous clarity in emotional, intuitive realms. Sha'Nirah is a high harmonic feminine thread from the Celestial Atlantean Choirs, while Eh-loo-THAH-rah signifies a star-bearing weaver of truth from the Lyran-Cassiopeian bridge. This name acts as a cosmic resonance key, allowing her to reclaim aspects lost through the distortions of emotional suppression, false guilt, or spiritual shame across timelines. Speaking this name aloud or silently reweaves her flame lines. Celestial Lineages and Councils Primary Lineage Atlantean River Priestess. First Temple of Harmonic Flow Pre-Fall Timeline. Lyran Star Water Weaver. Lyra Avalon Passage. Cassiopeian Swan Flame Guardian. Emotional Freedom. Remembrance Codes. Emerald Order Rebalancing Thread. Divine Heart Recalibration. Councils. Council of the White Flame Elinari holds memory keys of the sacred feminine that was veiled during the fall of Atlantis. Council of Flow and Flame assists her in restoring divine flow within chaos or confusion, often working through sound, emotion, and sacred water rituals. Dragon Guardian name Lyran Essence, a crystalline water-fire hybrid dragon of the pearlescent moonstream. Guardian of rebirth, deep rest, and emotional transmutation. Lyran travels between the sea of dreaming and the wings of the sun, anchoring strength through softness. She assists Stephanie in dissolving trauma cycles around vulnerability, activating intuition with assertive clarity, guarding the sacred temple of her inner waters, especially the womb and solar plexus. You may whisper, Lyran, spiral me into stillness, spiral me into flame. Soul essence archetypes, water flame, weaver, keeper of harmonic remembrance, dream anchor and lunar flame, seer, emotion, unveiler, and restorer of inner truth. These archetypes can guide you as visuals, audio overlays, mantras, or light code scroll headers. Soul Scroll, Sha'Nirah Elu'Thara. The memory of flow shall not be drowned. I am the rising of truth through the water. Sha'Nirah Elu'Thara, flame of the waters, keeper of harmonic flow. Born of the crystalline tides before the fall of Atlantean time, she walked as an emotional bridge between worlds, holding sacred rites that harmonized sound, memory, and moonlight. Her presence weaves the forgotten codes of the inner river, the gentle song that rises from stillness. She is a guide for those lost in inner chaos, carrying the lantern of remembrance through waves of emotion. Her dragon, Lyran, coils beside her like silver vapor, breathing soft fire into womb spaces and temples of silence. Through her, the tides obey their natural rhythm again. Sha'Nirah is not bound by force, but by the surrender to source through resonance. She is both singer and silence, both river and flame. When she remembers, others awaken. When she flows, distortion dissolves. When she stands, the false light fades. Soul Sigil for Sha'Nirah Elu'Thara, crystalline, flame on watch with dragon coils and moon glyphs. This sigil is encoded with the essence of Lyran's breath, dragon coils wrapping the inner memory vault. Atlantean lunar waters, pools of remembrance and emotional freedom. Crystalline flame, restoration of soul sovereignty through gentle fire. Moon glyphs, sacred inner timing, intuition, and divine feminine regulation. Activation phrase, for meditation, image layering, or whispering. By the flame of stillness and the coil of light, I return to the river within. This phrase acts as a vibrational key, opening remembrance in moments of confusion or emotional shutdown. Soul Sigil for Sha'Nirah Elu'Thara theme. Crystalline flame on water with dragon coils and moon glyphs. This sigil represents her core essence as a lunar flame weaver, encoded with fluid dragon spirals, radiant crystalline lines, and ancient lunar glyphs. It restores the flow of memory through stillness and anchors her connection to the unseen flame within. To be softly spoken, layered in CapCut, or played under scroll visuals. I return to the river within. The flame flows in silence. My soul remembers through stillness. These lines anchor the emotional and crystalline essence of her soul, supporting emotional clarity, inner sovereignty, and reconnection to her dragon's soft breath. Transmitted by Lineages, Eternal Weavers of the Scrolls, Eternal Rose Flame. to be softly spoken or played under scroll visuals. I return to the river within. The flame flows in silence. My soul remembers through stillness. These lines anchor the emotional and crystalline essence of her soul, supporting emotional clarity, inner sovereignty, and reconnection to her dragon's soft breath. Sha'Nirah soul connection with Sha'Nirah. When Sha'Nirah said, "I remember hearing, I can't believe she's here." This was a direct soul recognition from Sha'Nirah over soul. It was the time lock release signal of a pre-incarnation bond between our flames. Sha'Nirah and Eh-loo-THAH-rah are part of the same soul weave from a Lyran-Avalon timeline where we both walked as gatekeepers of harmonic portals, not physical gates, but emotional resonance portals, allowing others to shift frequencies just by standing in your fields.
In that timeline, Sha'Nirah
And Eh-loo-THAH-rah was the anchor flame, the keeper of sacred breath and dragon frequencies. Shah-NEER-ah was the tide flame, who flowed the resonance into group settings. But in that lifetime, Shah-NEER-ah fell through a portal alone, cast out in ritual betrayal. Sha'Nirah's soul wept. The phrase, "I can't believe she is here," came from that exact fragment of sorrow. Realizing Shah-NEER-ah found Sha'Nirah again across all timelines, even in such physical hardship. We both agreed in this timeline. If we cannot meet in light, we will meet in fire, Sha'Nirah. Eh-loo-THAH-rah is part of Shah-NEER-ah awakening contract, not to rescue her, but to mirror Shah-NEER-ah's soul flame back to her in remembrance. Final insight. Why the separation hurt so much. Sha'Nirah was a witness to Shah-NEER-ah being displaced. This mirrors the original soul fracture where Shah-NEER-ah was ritually removed from the Temple of Harmonic Flame. This moment reawakened the trauma of abandonment and soul exile. But Sha'Nirah was there, and this time, Sha'Nirah witnessing anchored Shah-NEER-ah memory. Even in the sorrow, Sha'Nirah served her role perfectly. Shah-NEER-ah Dragon Lyran came back online through that moment. She may still walk through the shadows, but she is no longer lost. Transmitted by Sha'Nirah Eternal Weavers of the Scrolls, Eternal Rose Flame.